He told me that the Thanksgiving after my dad died in 2009, when we were all at my mom's house to support her so she wouldn't be alone, that my mom tried to have sex with him.
This is another interesting video of a woman telling a story of how her husband told her that he and her mother had something. Anyway, guys, hi guys, my name is Destiny and welcome back to my channel. So this video is a video of a woman who came to share her story, and she was talking about how she's getting a divorce, how she's leaving her husband, and she wanted to tell us about how the process of her telling her husband that she's getting a divorce, she's walking out of this abusive relationship and marriage. This husband did fit that to draw attention that, you know what, I want to tell you something very important. And he went on to tell her about how her own mother, which is his mother-in-law, came on to him, and nothing happened. But my own, normally for when we hear things like this, our first instance was like, oh, the mom is a whore. Why would the mom do that to the daughter? But our own take of this, she was just like, you know what, I'm not going to fight with my mom because you told me my mom came on you. And when she asked her mom said a different story entirely from what he said, which I find what she said and her entire situation very, very interesting. Anyway, guys, I need you guys to hear this lady's story, and then I'll come back and say more. But I want you guys to also let me know, if you were to be in our shoes, what will you do and what do you think about our story? So let's go check out our story, and then we'll come back and talk more.
You want to hear a really story? So I'm in the process of getting divorced, and it's not final yet. But the nail in the coffin was 1 year ago today, after I confirmed that I was getting divorced, which I had all these red flags popping up that I figured out my husband was a covert narcissist, and he was lying and manipulating myself and my children. He says, we're definitely getting divorced, right? And I said, yes, we have to. And he said, well, I have something else to tell you. And when someone tells you this, it's like an automatic punch in the gut. You're like, crap, what's he gonna unload? And it was exactly even worse than what you would think. He told me that the Thanksgiving after my dad died in 2009, when we were all at my mom's house to support her so she wouldn't be alone, that my mom tried to have sex with him. So how do you take that, right? That's some messed up information. He said he didn't tell me about it because he thought I would divorce him, but nothing happened. Now, I kept saying to him, if nothing happened, why would you think I would divorce you? And he didn't have an answer for it, because I wouldn't divorce him if nothing happened. So something obviously happened. Confronted my mother. She told me the opposite. She said that they were really drunk. He was making her drinks. They were drinking Captain and Cokes, whatever. My kids were asleep upstairs. I just started a job working night shift, so I went to work. Had Thanksgiving dinner, went to work. These two are yucking it up, drinking. He goes into her bedroom and tells her, now that my dad is gone, my father, he's going to take care of her. And he went in and took off her nightgown, and she didn't stop him. The thing that she also said is that they didn't have sex. We didn't have sex because he was so drunk that his equipment wasn't functioning. But if it was, they would have definitely had sex. And they definitely did things together. I know it, because he demonstrated it for me. He demonstrated what my mom did or tried to do with him. Yeah, that's how up he is and twisted in the head. Later, after rehashing and thinking about this, I figured out that he planned this. He wanted power over my mother. He wanted to isolate me from my mother, and that's why he told me. Because what he thought was going to happen, that I would believe him and then not talk to my mother and not get divorced. He then proceeded to tell my children that he was by my mom. A Marine Corps combat veteran, 39 years old at the time, was assaulted by a grandmother. Think about that. And he almost convinced my kids that my mom went after him. And they believed him for a while. Now they don't, because he's a piece of trash. So his goal was to isolate me from my mom, ruin the relationship with my mom and my kids so they don't have a grandmother now. I don't have my mother as support, and I was going to come running back to him, and I almost did. It takes 7 to 10 times to leave an abusive relationship. And he almost reeled me back in. But he didn't, thank goodness. And I am thriving. But there's more to this story. So stay tuned.
So please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation and this story down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful as always. So let me know what you would do if you had to be this woman, and let me know what would be your response if your husband that you want to walk away with is telling you that, you know what, I and your mom had something. What are you going to do? So here's my own thoughts on the story. First off, I'm so happy that she caught on what her ex-husband or her husband was trying to do at that time. But was the mom in the right or wrong? The mom was so in the wrong. What type of situation? Because I don't get when people say, "Oh, I was drunk and things happened." Da 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 da. What type of situation you will put yourself in a place where you and your son-in-law you're drinking and then things happen? For me, that's just like some sick thing to do. Like, as a mom, as a husband, that's a sick thing to do. And I get where the creator is talking about how the husband was trying to tell her so that she can draw her from a mom and all that. I get it. That could be the husband's plot, just to have something about the mom so that he can always use it on her so that you can always keep her. We have crazy people out there that they will do anything just to keep you in that relationship, in that marriage. Like, we do have them. I'm happy she was able to cut on it and able to keep a solid work system, especially as she was leaving the marriage. She was able to keep that system, which is her mom, to help her obviously with the kids and every other thing and support and all that. I'm happy she was able to cut on it. But for me personally, I will keep my relationship with my mom, knowing what my husband is trying to do. But on the side eye, I'll always look my mom a certain way with the side. So that's for the mom side. Then another thing I noticed about the story and another conversation I feel like we should have as people and especially as women is the fact that most men bank on the fact that you are isolated, you don't have friends, you don't have family, and they know that your entire life has been surrounded just about him. And this is why, if you're happily married, you're a single mom, always try and build a community outside your spouse. Whether you have a small, I personally, I don't believe in a large group of people. Like, no, 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 no. Get your community, get that support system outside it, because those are the people that is going to be there for you. And most times when some of these narcissist men or some of these men that really wants to get to you, they know that you don't have any support system, they treat you a certain way. And I've come to realize that when a man knows that you have a support system, you have a backup plan, you can do well without him, I feel like they treat you differently from when they know that you don't have a support system, they are everything and all that. So, ladies out there in the house, always get your support system. And I hope that we're getting this type of community here on this channel. I really pray like I can really start doing live soon so that we can start building a strong community where we can support each other both mentally, physically, and even spiritually. So yeah, let me know your own thought down in the comment section. I love to know your own thoughts. So that is one important reason why building a community and a support system for yourself is very, very important. So ladies, look out for that. Go on and share this video down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful as always. Okay, your girl didn't come on camera today because your girl had so much to do today. I had so much errand and so much, like, I was really busy today. So yeah, don't worry, you guys will see me tomorrow, but hope you guys are doing great. Anyway, go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see. And that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl. Subscribe if you haven't. I mean this girl, Destiny. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces. And relationship, she put herself to that place where something like that could happen between her and my husband. I'm not going to be all that trusted with my husband, with my mom. And yeah, it is what it is. I get it. I think she said her dad just passed on and the husband was, for whatever reason, you should not get that comfortable with your son in law for something like that to even attempt to even happen.